Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Friday Night Eclipse. Tonight we're in Lafayette, Louisiana, where we're now just over a week away from one of the most important events of the year, Money in the Bank. Tonight, Teddie looks to reignite his strong performance from last year as he faces off against Yusuke Kitagawa. Delta looks to get herself back on championship pace with her match against Sophie, and the Cyber Idols face off against the women's tag team champions in what is sure to be another top-tier match in the women's tag division. And to end off the night, Maki Harukawa and Miu Iruma. So sit back and get ready for a night of intensity and intrigue, because this is Eclipse. And here we go, starting off our night. Introducing first, representing the investigation squad, it is the bear from the TV world, Teddie. And his opponent. Representing the Phantom Thieves of Heart, he is your men's cruiserweight champion, it is the Phantom Fox himself, it's Yusuke Kitagawa. And here we go, both men ready. Ref rings his bell in the middle of Teddie immediately with a kick to the gut, elbow to the spine, rolling Yusuke onto his back, kick to the thigh, kick to the shin, to the ankle. Just really working on the champion right now. Well, granted, this is a non-championship match, so not much other than pride is on the line for Yusuke, but still, you don't really want to be you don't really want to have this happen to you early on in a match. As Teddie just running Yusuke around, elbowing the knee continuously. And they're going to do this again. Yusuke Getting Teddie off of him, and now running clothesline. Champion looking to get a little bit of offense going here. Stomp to the upper arm. And now setting up a strong feinting a strong soundly. Now both men locking up. Yusuke with Teddie in a headlock. And now Teddie sending Yusuke for an Irish whip. And a turnstile back elbow. And here's the cover. There's one, there's two. Yusuke kicks out. Yusuke to the outside. Teddie lining up, looking for a spear and just completely whiffing. But successfully sending Yusuke to the outside with that double leg drop kick. And a crossbody splash. Yusuke just taking his time along the outside, finally up to his feet. And Teddie just sending him back down. Now tossed back into the ring. Teddie following him. And the cover, there's one. Yusuke kicks out nearly instantly, but Teddie with a senton. And now the bear heading up top. Diving elbow to the spine. And now a stomp to the upper arm to the wrist. Teddie sending Yusuke for a run. And a spear. Looking to put this one away early. There's one, two. Yusuke kicks out. Teddie with the stunner going for the cover. One, two. Almost. Yusuke getting out of the way, kick to the thigh, but Teddie just walking him back, suplex into the corner. Look for a drop kick, but Yusuke pushing out of the way, going for a cover. There's two. Teddie now going for a cover of his own. There's one, there's two, and now Yusuke up on top position. Teddie fights out. Teddie now up top. Looking for a diving hammer drop to the top of the head. And Teddie just cranking the neck. Teddie looking for another finisher. And Yusuke stifling that. Getting the elbows and now leg sweep. Into a handstand leg drop. Dragging Teddie away. And a spinning arm breaker. Teddie kicking Yusuke off. And a running clothesline. And for one more finisher, a jawbreaker. And the cover, 1, 2, 3. And Teddie, like, coming out of the gate swinging, not relinquishing, excuse me, much control. Yusuke doing well to fight back. But you can only bend so much before you break. And Teddie with just applying so much pressure. Yeah. It was only a matter of time.
Here is your winner, the Bear, Teddie!
And for our next matchup, introducing first,
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 194 pounds, the Dragon, Kiryu.
it is the Dragon of Dojima, Kazuma Kiryu. And his opponent? It is the silent assassin himself, Agent 47.
187 pounds, the Assassin AK-47.
And here we go, both men ready, refereeing his belt, and they meet in the middle, and immediately lock each other up. .47 now, putting Kiryu into a wrist lock. And 47 still looking for his first win of the year. Continuing to work on Kiryu's arm. I believe the only one in this division still without a win. At least this year. Arm toss and now another lockup. 47 into a rear waist lock. They're going to dominate the grapple game, which it has been his forte for the past forever. Kiryu slipping out to the back, and now 47. Head scissor toss, or not head scissor, snapmare toss into a headlock. And Kiryu with a jawbreaker, clearly catching 47 by surprise, and now going for a cover here. Not even one count. Locking up again. Kiryu ending that headlock with a back body slam. And a running crossbody splash. Getting 47 back up to his feet. And here we go, Irish whip. Looking for a back elbow and just completely whiffing on both accounts and slugging right hand uppercut right below the ribs. And now over the shoulders, rolling through. Now middle rope. Diving knee to the chest. And a cover, only one count. Kiryu with a senton. Forcing 47 up. And looking for a neck snap at 47. Avoiding that. And sending Kiryu over the top rope. Now looking for a spear. Kiryu gets the knee up. Turning 47 around. Cradle, front face slam. .47 now, lining something up over the top rope, or on the top rope. Avalanche neck breaker. And now up over and Kiryu rolling through. And now 47 with a cover. Kiryu with a cover. 47 now. Kiryu now. 47 again. Kiryu again. There's a 147 on top position. Finally, we're done. .47 turning Kiryu around, and now the headlock. And a rope break. Yeah, no, that was painfully obvious. .47 trying to maintain distance. Kiryu just staring at him, wondering what the hell is going on. I'm wondering the same thing myself. And now 47. Locking in a wrist clutch. Trying to win this thing via submission. Which is impossible when you constantly disengage your own submission holds. .47 send Kiryu for a run. Knee on knee. Now 47 middle rope. Diving neck snap. And a ground and pound stomp to the chest. Now 47 cross body splash into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Kiryu, there was basically nothing he could do that match. 47 had that controlled to like an insane degree.
Here is your winner, the Assassin AK-47.
Not a bad way to get your first win, I must say. Or first win of the year. Like that was, like I said, controlled to precision. And next, introducing first, it is the change bringer,
The following contest
Delta.
is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Deborah.
And her opponent,
From the internet, Sophie.
it is humanity's companion, Sophie. And here we go, both women ready. And ref rings the bell to meet in the middle with Sophie begin with a knife edge chop. Nice. Opening up the kicks. Delta kicking out. And now both women locking each other up. Look for top position or dominant position, and now Sophie with the wrist clutch. Yeah, just really working on that arm. A multiple award winner from last year, not only when it comes to belts, but also postseason awards. And Delta escaping. And now backpack into a pin attempt. Not even a 1 count. Sophie now up top. Catching Delta by surprise. Double leg dropkick. And now Delta walking Sophie back to the ropes. Locking up again, and sorry for the audio, my capture card is still a bit messed up. I apologize. There we go. Sophie heading up top. I really need to get a new one, or at least get that one looked at. Sophie with a crossbody. And now satellite DDT. Dragging Sophie away, or Sophie dragging Delta away, going for the cover. 1, 2. Sophie now looking for a moonsault. Delta gets out of the way now, sending Humanity's companion for a run, jumping over the top. And a spinning back heel kick. Knife edge chop. Looking for the kick, but Delta turning that around into a belly to back suplex. And now a neck breaker. And here's the cover, only 1. Delta walking Sophie, and Sophie elbowing out. Irish whip over the top. And an enziguri. To put this one away, there's 1, 2. Delta kicks out. Now Sophie walking Delta over. Headed to the outside, heading up top. And what is Sophie looking for here? Shotgun dropkick, just... How did that not hit? Now Sophie setting up Delta, rolling neck snap. And an over the moonsault. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know if it's a mix, or I don't know if it's just that Delta cannot get anything going, that Sophie is just her, or a mixture, but if you're a Delta fan, we might be in for another long year. And for our first tag team matchup of the evening, making their way to the ring, it is Ibuki Miyota and Hatsune Miku,
Team match set for one
the Cyber
on
Idols.
the way to the ring. The Idol, Ivy Muta, and the superstar Haku Min Chu, the Crew.
And their opponents. They are your women's tag team champions,
And their opponents,
Sayaka Maizono and Kyoko Kirigiri,
Team Champion.
Harmonious Truth.
And Sawyer, my zero. Truth and consequences.
And here we go, both teams ready. Ibuki versus Kyoko to begin this match. And they meet in the middle. Stomp to the hand, kick to the lower back. Ibuki looked for a few stomps, missing both of them. But now sending Kyoko for an Irish whip, knee to the chest, and an enziguri. Stomp to the shin now. And to the lower ankle. And Ibuki with a senton. Ibuki picking Kyoko up to her feet. Kyoko with a reversal, and now sending Ibuki for an Irish whip. Up, over, down. And now, small package suplex in the middle of the ring. Kyoko takes out Sayaka in, and now Sayaka looking for a tackle, ducking right underneath that enziguri to connect. And the cover one. Now Sayaka with a kick to the spine. Tagging out, Kyoko back in. Ibuki with a leg trip. And now head to the corner. Tagging in Hatsune Miku. Miku with a rolling neck snap. Picking Kyoko up, and Kyoko with the dragon screw takedown. Forcing Miku back up to her feet. Up. Over, and Miku slipping out. Shot to the spine. But Kyoko with a reversal right back. And now sending Miku to the outside with that middle rope hot shot. Kyoko tags out, Sayaka in and out. Sayaka just rolling the legs, going for a cover. Not even a 1 count, but just keeping the pressure building. And now a Boston Crab that Miku gets out of. Now to the corner, tagging in Ibuki. And here we go, Irish whip. Back elbows. There's 1. And now Ibuki wrapping up the arm. Going for a wrist clutch, and now Sayaka immediately gets out of that. Walking the ropes. Missing the shotgun dropkick, and Ibuki just with a stomp. We have a double tag out. Kyoko tripping over Sayaka. And now Miku trying to work on both at the same time. Kyoko turning Miku around, spinning heel kick to the chest. And now Miku with a head scissor toss. Into the corner, tagging in Ibuki for another a tag team attack. Back elbow. Kyoko kicking Ibuki off of her. Now picking her up over the shoulder, setting up a knee to the shoulder, and tagging in Sayaka. Sayaka rolling underneath that elbow. Ibuki rolling underneath the enziguri. Sayaka using the ropes to get out of the way of the spinning heel kick. Ibuki heading up top. On a frog splash into the cover. Are we sure that's not a rope break? There's 1, 2. Sayaka kicks out. Ibuki tags out. Miku back in. The ground and pound. And the knife edge chops. Spinning back fist, but Sayaka gets out of the way, and Ibuki, or excuse me, not Ibuki, Kyoko. Not Kyoko, Sayaka. Wow, I got it wrong twice. I am exhausted. Miku sending Sayaka out of the ring. I'm sorry, there are too many names. I'm not good with names. Miku sending Kyoko to the outside. And now a knee to the chest. Oh, 2 knees to the chest, rather. Now heading back in and again just going after Kyoko. Sayaka look for a double leg drop kick. Miku now with a crossbody. And headed up top. Turning around. the moonsault, and the cover. And the pin, 1. Long 1 count. Miku now picking up Sayaka, tossing her down, and taking in Ibuki. Miku look for the stomp. Sayaka gets out of the way. There's a Hurricane Rana head scissor toss. Ibuki missing the enziguri, but slipping up behind, connects on the second go around. And here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. I'm surprised that Kyoko didn't try to break that up. Man, if this is a tag division where you have no idea who's going to be winning any match, I am all for it. All 3 teams showing that they have the minerals, the materials, the means of production to get the wins. Yeah, this is going to be a good year for tag teams.
Here are your winners, the Idol Ivy Muta and the Superstar Hakumi the Crew.
And for our next tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is Kokichi Yoma and Rantaru Amami.
Is a tag team match
It is
on the way to the ring at a combined
D.I.C.E.
237 pounds. Kobayashi Omar and Randy Amaya, the Anarchists.
and their opponents. It is Junpei Iori and Makoto Yuki.
74 pounds.
It is time for the Dark Hour.
And Mac O'Tonio Yuri, the Steiner Brothers.
Here go both teams ready. And ref rings the bell to meet in the middle. With Kokichi immediately beginning with our slap. Kick to the chest. Shot right to the spine. And now sending Makoto over to the apron, over the top rope. And a spear to the outside. Makoto back up to his feet. Rantaro tossing him back into the ring, right into the feet of Kokichi, who just stares him down. Now trapping the arm, stomping on it. Makoto back up to his feet. And a spinning clothesline. And a double tag out. We have Makoto and Kokichi tagging out. Rantaro and Junpei now in the ring. And Rantaro just elbowing the back of Junpei's neck. Now smashing the head against the canvas. And an elbow drop to the chest. Rantaro going for the cover. Junpei kicks out at 1. Junpei elbow to the spine. And now sending Rantaro into the corner, tagging in Makoto. And a standing shooting star press from Makoto. And a leg snap. Makoto smashing the knee into the canvas, diving axe handle punch. And an elbow drop. Now heading to the corner, tagging Junpei back in. Rantaro still prone in the ring. Here's the cover 1. And now up, over, and Junpei with a chicken wing suplex. But somehow, Rantaro tags out Junpei with a double A drop kick and an elbow drop. Kokichi back up to his feet, avoiding the grapple, but Junpei turning him around, drop kick to the back. And here we go, Irish whip. Just a spinning takedown, and now Junpei out along the outside. Lining up the Rolling Thunder kick to the chin. Kokichi now to the corner. Tagging in Rantaro. And a tag team attack. Rantaro turning Makoto around. Makoto kicking out of the corner. Looking for a wrist clutch. Rantaro elbows out, but Makoto continuing to fight. Over the shoulders. And a double knee to the gut, heading up top. Looking to fly headbutt to the stomach. And the cover, 1, 2. Kokichi in the ring. It would have been too late anyway. But advantage to the Dark Hour. Rantaro with a running clothesline. And immediately dismissing that advantage, resetting it back to normal. Kokichi back in the ring. Kokichi walking Makoto to the southwest corner. Scoop into a takedown. What is Kokichi looking for here? A leg drop. And now in the corner, a kick right to the chin. And the cover, bringing in Junpei to break it up. Advantage swinging in D.I.C.E.'s favor. Uppercut. Makoto tags out behind Kokichi's back. Now Junpei dragging Kokichi away from the ropes. And now up over top rope, dangling facebuster, and the cover. Here comes Rantaro. Junpei tossed to the corner, tagging in Makoto, looking for the all-out attack. Makoto with an arm breaker into the cover. Gonna put this one away. 1, 2. Kokichi kicks out. Back elbow, spinning back heel, spinning back fist. Kokichi tags out, Rantaro in. And Rantaro with a double leg dropkick. Both men to the outside. Knee to the stomach. Tossing into the... Okay, sure. Stomp to the back of the head. Getting Makoto back up to his feet. Toss into the corner barricade, bouncing off. There's 6. Now you need to be careful. There's 7. And back into the ring. Rantaro now locking in a crossface armbar, bringing in Junpei. And here we go, toss to the corner, tagging in Kokichi. Maybe looking for one more tag team attack, the shoulder tackle. And the fusion crossbodies into the cover. Referee struggling to get into position. 1, 2, it doesn't matter. And D.I.C.E, they are looking serious this year. They might be legitimate contenders for the belt.
Randy Amaya and Kobayashi Umar, the Anarchists.
Like last year, yeah, they had a couple of fluke wins to get themselves the belt, but this time they might be for real. And now for our main event of the evening. Introducing first,
The following contest
it is Maki Harukawa.
to the ring from Oita, Japan. The Assassin Maki Harukawa. And her opponent from Oita, Japan, the Engineer, Beautiful Maid
And her opponent, it is the Ultimate Inventor, former Miss Money in the Bank, former Miss Multiple Champion of the World. It is Miu Iruma. And here we go, both women ready, and refereeing the bell. Miu immediately pushing Maki into the referee, and now just slugging right hands. Both women to the outside, referee down. And already we're just spilling over, these two despising each other and just making that very obvious early on. Miu tossing Maki back into the ring. Stomping on the hand. I'm surprised nobody tried going underneath the ring while the referee was down. I mean, there's still time, but at this point I highly doubt it's actually going to happen. Miu with the reversal. Looking for a drop kick, and nobody's home. And now Maki over the shoulders. And a face bomb. Well, flapjack, rather. Leg drop into the... Face bomb is such a cool name, though. There's one. Miu kicks out. I mean, when I kind of just spout nonsense, I can come up with a few things. Maki stomping on the hands. Miu catching the kick. or Maki, well, Miu catching the kick, but Maki just pushing her away, and now Miu are going to come back with a couple of clotheslines. And a monkey flip. Leg drop, here's the cover. 1, 2. And now Maki with a comeback right back. Over the shoulder suplex into the cover. Maki sending Miu for a run and a Superman punch. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Miu kicks out. And now Maki in the corner. Looking to put this one away. And a spear. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. And despite Miu's best efforts to try to get an early advantage by pushing the referee out of the way and somehow not taking advantage of the, of being unable to be disqualified if the referee can't see what you're doing, I don't know. Maki just completely turning the script and getting one up on her rival.
Here is your winner, the Assassin, Maki Harukawa.
And with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you for the next, hope to see you next week. Monday for J Ramada, Wednesday for Wingcrest, and Friday for Eclipse, as we are 1 week away from Money in the Bank. But until then, we are signing out from Lafayette, Louisiana. See ya.